So here we are. It's another day. It's even colder today. Again, more shredded cans that I'm gonna have to come back and put up in the bucket I have. Let's go ahead and get that out. To encounter somebody working for a church today. They're here right now, but haven't tried to go and knock or anything yet. But I definitely want to hear what they have to say about all this. Yeah, I was just able to screw that right back in. The cup that I lost yesterday. Hopefully it does not give me any more grief. It's just that the center of it, of that cup itself, is falling apart. Like it's already been kind of taking a large chunk out of the center of it where the screw attaches, so. Yeah, the cops normally have lunch here. I see them all the time. Usually, you know, it's not just one of them. There's usually in pairs hanging around here having lunch. Which is, yeah, it's obviously trying to deter the homeless from being here. So, see something flying in pretty low. I wonder what that is. Looks pretty big. I think that might be Air Force. Yeah, I think that's definitely an Air Force plane. One of those intelligence planes. just doesn't have the giant radar on its back. Just why does it get so bad over there? You know, it's like there's like no trash in comparison over here. Like there's some, right? But there's certainly a lot less. I really want to go is I want to turn around and go down that ridge where all the big stuff still is. I also want to encounter somebody from the church if they see me out here. Come back for that. This is kind of what I mean. I was talking about illegal dumping. It's not just trash here yesterday. This dude dumps a bunch of concrete out in the middle of the field. Like it's your problem now. I don't get it. It's just like, where do you even begin, you know? The scraps, I hate the scraps. I hate the scraps. I don't know what it is, but my hand is already tired. Like, it doesn't, the motion itself, it doesn't seem like I'm doing much, but, and it gets to be tiresome. You know, I wonder, this poor little yucca right here, you could replant that and it would start growing again. I wonder if it's just dead. That's what I mean, is like this is what we need more of, according to people that manage this land now. This is what's new and what's in demand now. Well, do Americans really? Yes, they do. Just every little step you can take. Just keep going on and on. Just take it as it comes. It's the only thing we can do. At least the mesquite flowers smell lovely. Okay. Is that some kind of answer for what's happened here? No trash compactor, so sorry, we're going to have to start discharging all of our waste into the middle of this field. So sorry. It's so embarrassing. It's like the places they didn't even touch are like, it's so obvious. You know, all this. Man, that's satisfying to pick that all up in one little scoop. There we go. Yeah, you can see this mesquite on the ground right here. It would be growing if people didn't mow it over. I just don't understand what the prerogative is there. So let's hope for some rain. You know, it's kind of a chance that it's only a chance right now here, but I can only hope for a little bit of rain, you know. This area does, you know, even after being, you know, overwhelmed by all this, I don't even say that this area is even that big. You know, like it seems real big, but relatively speaking, it's not that bad in terms of size. Now the trash is awful, yes. And this is just this section of it. I've seen the other side of Amarillo Boulevard over there, and it's real bad too. In fact, it's even more steep. Like it gets down into some real like a real ridge out there. Like really, you want to know why this is just a field of dirt. It's not too hard to understand whenever they're just mowing it over all the time. Because we could have successful plants. We could have successful native plants. You know, like this thistle that's trying to grow back. Or these plants with the red flower, reddish orange flowers that all I remember about them is that they're real high in vitamin A. I bet are real common around this time of year. Many more last year, but I'd say they're only really coming into bloom recently, in the last few weeks. Yeah, this would be flowers and stuff here. Seeing some of the nightshade and other things, and I'm real curious about this right here. Look at that. So, very interesting. It looks like some ants are harvesting it. It don't look like that, you know, that fire ant right there. That's just another species of these black ants that are just kind of burrowing into it. They got a little hole right there, so. But yeah, it seems like the ants love that plant, because there's another one right there that's got those little black ants on it. And there's another U.S. Air Force plane. Now, last time that it was like this was that day, you know, I forget which day, but it happened recently when we had those tornadoes and Oklahoma. I saw three of these planes kind of going over the exact same area in the same direction. No, not the same direction. They're going the opposite way. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, after I was done yesterday, I found fire ants in my shoes, so. It's quite shocking, but at least it's not like you've got ticks in your shoes. I don't think they didn't bite me either, so. I can't recall what fire ant venom is like, so. So there's more and more of this mesquite on the ground right here. This entire, like all the way up and down this little platform area could be mesquite. That's probably easily my least favorite thing to see. Look at that. Batteries, dude. Batteries. I gotta be careful though. Gotta be careful. Last time I was picking up cardboard out in the middle of a field like this, at this time of year, I found like some scorpions under one. Scorpions, you know, it's the smaller ones are the not as deadly ones. So they were just a bunch of little babies. So I didn't mind, but. This little bark scorpion. Catching myself being obsessed over the small stuff right now, but it's just like I want to see some change. That's what I want. I want some visible change. It's not what I should honestly be doing, but I think, you know, there are times you're gonna want to pick the big stuff up, like, and times where you can just nitpick everything, but. Problem. Just keep going back and forth thinking of different areas I haven't hit yet. You know, I don't Yeah, I don't like fire ants, especially because of the fact that they outcompete and replace native fauna, which is, it's I mentioned it previously. It's just that they overwhelm all these other species that haven't adapted to it. Well, adapted to the same conditions that the fire ant has. And the fire ant, coming from South America, it's honestly a much more cutthroat and ruthless environment than here. So I would say that they're more fit to survive than a lot of other species, especially with the fact that they have, venom and can overwhelm larger creatures with it. It's like, I think fire ants are cool, but no, we could do without them. I'm just talking about this because I'm also thinking about, like, well, in the future, if I was doing land conservation, would it be advisable to, try to wipe them out somehow, some way, using like insecticide or something? I hate pesticides, and pesticides are... I think that we have a much greater problem with the way that pesticides are affecting our environment and the composition of what we consume, and even just precipitation, even just the rain has been changed. Can you really have a rainfall anymore without some, like, absolutely microscopic level, but still nonetheless present level of glycophosphates? Yeah, they really are everywhere. What is left? I hate it. I hate it, man. You see, the problem right now would be, in order to maintain this land, you see all these dead trees, right? It's like, I think that's one of the things that they should probably do first. Trying to remove all those dead trees. Of course, after they pick up all the trash, right? But now, it's not that elms, are such terrible and bad, organisms, but it's just that if there was a proper density of them, I don't think that they would be that much of an issue. Because it's that there's so many of them, and they just keep on, growing up again. Growing from the seeds surrounded by other elms. And that's the problem, is there's just too many elms in one area. It's if we just had a few, they could probably get away with not being infected. Got lucky enough, I think, but Like, isn't that sad right there? It's Freebies flowers. You don't want to pull too hard on it, because if you do that, it'll strip some of these branches of leaves. You know, I may be wrong, but I think these are the kinds of mesquite that they only develop thorns and whatnot in the earlier beginning parts of their lives. And then later on, they don't actually have them. There we go. Big leaking? Is that what I just heard? Yeah, I think one of them might have just taken off. Maybe. I wish it didn't give me such grief. I want to keep on, clearing this hill right here, but the big stuff is calling my name. No, seriously, if you've got all this land as a church, it's like, why not do like a community walk or something, like, where you just go out and you enjoy all of this, because it's just no kind of appreciation for nature. like going through here at this time of year, last year, that is such a, you know, if this wasn't just like a filthy trash hell. But, you know, going through here, it was clear, and you had little paths like this that were, you know, I could mow them so it's navigatable, and take your friends and your family out here and have a picnic or something. I don't know. It's just confusing why we don't care about the land we own. And of course, it's not necessarily their fault per se. Their far art. What did I say? But I think maybe it's the complacency that's the real problem. Kind of all waiting to open back up again. Waiting for the rain. Please stay in there. Jeez. A brick. A brick on top of this stuff. Like somebody wanted to save it. It's really just a bunch of magazines and stuff that's been ruined by the rain already. I don't get that now. Really hoping you'd find your magazines again out in the middle of this field, eh? I don't get it. We're almost full. Just about. Let's go down the road here and get this bigger stuff. Go right back around. See, it's just, we're so successful, the fire ants, man. It's every time I see like a new colony. What is this? Hair. Like hair. On a spike. On a railroad. On something. Like it's actually a pickaxe. It's the head of a pickaxe. That's definitely one of those little puppies barking at me. What's that pickaxe though? I'm actually trying to get something like that. Oh, here they go. Go back! Go back, puppy! Go back! Oh, they're so cute. Man, like, where the cops always park is like right there. It's like the worst place for this guy to be. Okay, I think I'm just gonna close that one right now. So otherwise, it's just gonna be getting a baseball knife across it constantly here. There's more people than before now. Look at that mesquite right there, though. It's like a bonsai almost. It's a little skewed, you know, but it's sure is pretty though. Yep, shower of microplastics. So, my least favorite at the base of these yucca plastic bags have been here so long they eventually migrate to the base of the yucca, and that's, you know, it's like it's got all this protection from everything now, so you know, just trying to like reach in and even get it is quite a task. Here you got some plastic covering for something that wasn't picked up. Yep, there's nothing but it right there. I don't know how visible it is, but yeah, it's just there's shards everywhere. It's the air is just full of them. beetle, some kind, has been stripped of its limbs. What? What? Is it hooked on? What? I know what I'll do. So sorry, we're closed. No scorpions on that.